Nayabare Joseph and his parents are residents of Karo Tusil, Kabyanda Sub-County, Isindra West County in Isindra District. The couple has 7 children, 6 boys and 1 girl, and Joseph is the 7th born. 4 children are school dropouts due to financial challenges. Only 2 children are schooling with support from their maternal uncle. Joseph was born with clubfoot at Kabyanda Health Center 4. He was referred to Mbara Regional Referral Hospital for further management, but the mother was unable to take the child due to lack of transport and she opted to go back home.
Ati kumbanje ngo mutware Mbara ati nazayo. Ati nije nastama umugambiro mushije ati haza umwana ndi babaza tumutware Mbara. Yaje ati haza uborekere umwana ntuza kujyate ntuza kumutwara. Tanategereza hano. Byaremane ho na bihuriro muranga gw'abaruharo kazahirwarira.
The couple and their children stay in a 2-roomed house made of mud and iron sheets. The family is very poor and vulnerable with no stable source of income. They do casual labor in their neighborhood to raise food and basic needs for the family. Cassandra Christine, Joseph's mother, is currently and individually struggling to take care of the family since Mr. Vuzuri Filmon, Joseph's father, is currently detained and was sentenced to 6 months in Igayaza prison on assault charges. According to Cassandra Christine, apart from her husband being in prison, Mr. Vizuri Filman is unreliable in supporting the family as he takes a lot of alcohol, which at times leads him to assault members of the community. In his condition, Joseph is able to participate in activities of daily living like playing football with his friends and fetching water with his mother. However, he has challenges in mobility as he feels pain while walking and playing with peers. At his age, he is heavy for the mother to carry.
Okumuheka okuzahizo umwe bw'abatakatambwire kwegure domora muhekire okumuna abisambwe nabwe ninkebye bizubura nabyo bindebiremo nibimuremo mbwe haraho kuhika isha hamwe yahika ikigere cyamara kwanga hatoshanga yaremwa mwihiyastama hamwe mwe nabwe mbwe nayitago buyambe.
Neighbor Joseph was first identified by OUR's program in the community outreach at Kabyanda Health Center 4 on 7th May 2024. He was assessed by OUR's outreach team led by the orthopedic officer who recommended weekly casting and manipulations and later surgery. He was immediately referred to us for management, but Joseph failed to turn up due to the fact that the family did not have money for transport to the hospital. Now, follow-up home visit was done on 13th June 2024 by OUR's program social worker and a rehabilitation nurse to assess the child's condition, home environment, and the socio-economic status of the family. It was found out that the family was too poor and vulnerable to even afford meals and other essential basic needs. The child usually feels pain on the left foot while playing and fetching water. The home environment is relatively accessible. The family is located along the roadside. There is easy access to health facilities and a water system in their community. Again, Joseph was referred to us for the 3rd time, but they failed to again come to us until the team from ours planned another follow-up visit on 18th July 2024 for and planning for a proper and clear rehabilitation plan. Finally, Joseph was brought to OUR's program by the program staff who followed him up at home. He has now been fully enrolled on holistic rehabilitation. On 19th July 2024, the caregiver was health educated, counseled and assessed, and the child was initiated on comprehensive orthopedic care.
Through this, ours was started in 1995 by Ankole Diocese, and the vision was to promote inclusion for children with disabilities in their communities. And in this, this vision is being done or is being followed by providing comprehensive rehabilitation services that are accessible and are affordable by the caregivers of these children living with disabilities. Some of the services that we are providing these children we categorize them majorly into two. We provide center-based services. At the same time, we also provide community-based inclusive services. In center-based services, we have occupational therapy, we have physiotherapy, we have nursing care, we have orthopedic care. We also provide psychosocial support for children with disabilities and their caregivers. At the same time, since we are a community-based rehabilitation program, where we are providing community-based inclusive services, we do conduct home visit follow-ups.
Turiamireba Simpson and Korjendo Winnie are also residents of Nyarhanga Cell, Rwakakwenda Parish, Kabianda Sub-County, Isindra West County in Isindra District. The couple has 2 children and both are boys. Aryampa Medgod, who is 3 years, is the firstborn and the secondborn is 2 years. Both children have not yet enrolled in school due to their young age. They'll start schooling in 2025 according to their parents. The family owns and lives in a 3-roomed house made of mud and iron sheets. The family practices subsistence farming on a small scale and only grows food crops like maize, beans, cassava and potatoes for home consumption. The family stays on a hill, hard to reach and hard to live in area deep in Nyarhanga Cell, where access to clean water, health facilities and learning institutions is still a challenge. The means of transport is by boda and walking on foot. Aryampa Medgod was born on 23rd June 2021 at Kabianda Health Center 4 in Isindra District. He was born a healthy child and was discharged at home. At the age of 1 year and 6 months, Aryampa Medgod started developing bow legs. His parents observed the changes on the knees of Medgod, but they never sought treatment from any health facility in Isindra District. According to the parents, they thought the knees would stabilize as the child grows, but instead, the condition started worsening as the child was growing. The parents opted to stay home and continue observing the condition of the child.
Mazina Turiamireba Simpson okuruga Nyarhanga Cell Rwakakwenda Parish Kabianda Sub-County. Kazaro omwana ogu onamuzire yazagwa rije obumuga twaje twabumanya bwa nyuma yahisize nk'omwaka gumwe mwenu nanye nikwe kugira ngo ndonde nkabona nk'ekitongole cyabasa kunyamba unabere njyaho nahurira banje ngo hale ekitongole ekirabasa kuyamba abana babaremo najya nti mbwenu tikanjezeho nkironde ubundi kikankwatiraho nkareba umwana wanje uko yaba yabasa kukira mazima nikwe kugira nkakironda nkazo mu hours kunaba marire kubamba bajenguka banda bineyo nankeji bineyo ruchiko rw'abana b'abazire babaremo naye nikwe kugira nti kanye joyininge Kabianda ndebe yaba umwana wanje ogwa kabasa kukira weno bwe shahezi hatiya obwe nabejoyiningireho ikigombe nakitahiremo bajya kugira ngo bandagurire umwana wanje kandi mazima amashemererwa nyine mingi akuba nyowe nk'omuntu tinkaye basiza weno uko nabwiye n'ekitongole eki nagira nti kanshenjumbiremo ubundi kikankwatiraho weno mazima ndeyongera kukisiima kyongere kutuha obuhabuzi hakuba bimwe twatakabimanyite nk'abazire b'abaana konka mazima nikyebare omulimo gukiri kukora kigerizeho na munonga kutwihayo nkitwa abantu bo mu cyaro hakuba tubire twina abana babarema tubire takamanya ngo harasa kubana nkabo kugira ngo bundi bakamutambira konka mazima hataho yahika ndikureba hati yazo mikono yabo weno mazima nkwatanisize nabo neka yanje n'abazire banje mazima twaza kureberera omwana ogu mukama ajye omuweezi witu.
So through our interventions, like community-based outreaches, we were able to conduct an outreach in the Kawianda sub-county in the Central District, where we identified these two children, Joseph and Medigod. But it so happened that the few dates that we had agreed with their caregivers to bring them to be initiated on the services that we offer in our interventions, their caregivers were not able to bring their children. So as our work, how we do our work is that if a child does not come for services that we have scheduled this child to come, then we do follow up this child at home. So when we followed up these children at home, we actually found out that their caregivers could not raise transport to come for services. Even if they had gotten the services, they couldn't have afforded the services. So through that, we have implementing partners that are supporting us to enable us provide the services to these children. And we have to thank CBM a lot, that is really doing us a lot of that is giving us a lot of support to bridge this gap. So these children have so far been assessed at our center here at ours. Then these children are also going to be provided with a number of services, ranging from plastering for Joseph, who is having clubfoot.
Ariampa Medgod participates in activities of daily living like playing football with other children and family members, though with difficulty while running. He feels pain in the knees while playing and gets tired so fast. Ariampa Medgod was first identified by ours program in one of the community outreaches in Isinjo district on 7th May 2024. At Kabianda Health Center for Medgod and his caretakers were educated about the condition of the child, and an assessment of the condition of the child was also done by ours orthopedic officer. He recommended a possible referral for surgery at Kosu Hospital. He was referred to us for preparations to go to Kosu for surgery, but his parents never brought him. A follow-up home visit was done by us program social worker and the rehabilitation nurse on the 14th of June 2024 to assess the current situation of the child and the socio-economic status of the family. It was found out that Medgod's condition was worsening and he needed medical interventions soonest.
Because the cause of the deformity may be lack of calcium in the bone, lack of enough calcium in the bones. So if they do that investigation and they find calcium levels are low, then they will enroll on calcium supplements for 3 or 4 months. And if there is change and is correcting, then they may not do surgery. But if he continues, the deformity continues, then the only alternative will be surgery after failing on calcium supplements.
Again, it was found out that his parents failed to raise money for transport to the hospital due to financial constraints at the family level. On 18th July 2024, another home visit was done by our CBR team, that is the orthopedic officer, the social worker, a journalist and a driver. An assessment was also done and it was found that the condition of the child is worsening. The team planned and agreed to come with the child to ours to start rehabilitation.
We appeal to everyone in the community that it should be our responsibility as community members that if a child is born with a disability or if a child is born with any challenge that any impairment that we are not seeing on the body of this child, we appeal to everyone in the community that let this child be referred for appropriate services as soon as possible. We shouldn't buy any more time. If a child is born, with a condition like some of these that I have said, or any other condition, please refer this child to a health facility. Also, we encourage community members that if a child has been born with a disability, please let us show responsibility. If a family is poor, let us come together and we contribute resources, especially money, so that this child can be referred. But also, we should make sure that these children are loved. If a child is born with a disability or is developing and develops an impairment and is not loved, the child is stigmatized, this child will have a poor quality of life. And in the same spirit, we call upon our leaders to take up the responsibility of following up the children who are usually abused, because most of the children, from our experience, they are usually locked in their parents' homes. Others are denied opportunities to go to school, or even those ones whom their parents take to school, you find they are being told that the schools do not accommodate these children.
After rehabilitation, he will be able to walk better and faster than before. The pain he has will be no more. The parents will not pay for costs because they cannot afford. Ours will pay all the costs.
Then we are also providing post-operative care for these children, that after the children have been operated, then we can have these children admitted at our center so that they can receive post-operative care. We are also providing orthopedic surgeries and reconstruction surgeries. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our funders, especially CBM, to thank Child Help, to thank Lillian Funds for the efforts and the support they have always provided to our program for the so many years that ours has existed. So through their support, we have been able to continue providing comprehensive rehabilitation services to these children, and their quality of life, the quality of life of these children and their caregivers is improving every day. We also thank our founder, that is Ankole Diocese, for having thought of a program like this to be able to support the vulnerable children within our region. Thank you so much.